Okay, good morning. It's Saturday, July 1, and this is my project. As you see, I was talking about this earlier. This is the steel that I've been looking for. It's 5'10", not exactly 6 foot, but it's 3 inches by 1 inch rectangular tubing, and I need to take two parts or make two pieces out of this one, and then 3 inch piece of steel here. Okay, so what I'm after is this is the front end. So I wonder if I could pull out a little bit. Yeah. All right. So this head panel here, the hood, everything you see right here is actually dependent upon all of its weight sits on the center of this down here. We can break it down to these two right here. This whole bracket sits on the frame. Well, the frame is no longer here because I changed frames. So we come up, here's the inside of it. Okay, so it goes straight across here, and this whole thing, all of this, all the weight of it rests right here on a cross member. So that cross member is not there, so now I have to put that here. So now I'm going to pull this U-shaped radiator support out there. I'm going to cut it here and there. I'm going to extend it down, and then my tubular or the rectangle steel is going to go straight across here, and then I'll neaten this up. This will allow me to get the radiator fit into the same spot, and it'll give me fresh bracing down below. And then after this project's done, take the rest of this steel, and I gotta build a cross member from this frame horn inside to this frame sword and be like a trapeze. So I'll show you a bit later, but anyway, I'm gonna get started. So that's what it looks like now. All right, so here's my fuzzy math as we go. So here's the bracket, as you can see, okay. Right here is where it's straight, and this is where it starts to turn or curl down. So I'm going to cut it off at 12.5. I'm going to cut 10 inches of the new stock, weld the new stock onto here, and then that tubular, the rectangle, will come across this way. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. It's going to take the total of 4.5 inches off the bottom. So mounting to the bracket, to the bracket down here, 4.5 inches up. So it'll give me more ground clearance underneath. Well, that's where I'm at so far. So here I have the old piece, the old piece here. This is where I cut it. So this is the new piece sectioned off here. Same thing, cut it, new piece on here. Now this piece goes away. And now I get the tube, rectangle tube to put between these two. Okay, the bottom piece is cut. Got my squares on there, so it's true. Now it's time to tack her up. And here it is with the rectangle tube inside of it. I sandblasted the end, so now kind of all looks good. Nice and square. So it's a moment of truth. Put this in there. Here we go. All right, so here it is. She's bolted in. That's where she's supposed to sit. I can put this piece of this bracket in, so coming straight down was not a problem. I'm not interfering with the grill at all. This is coming straight across, and then let me open this up real quick. Hold on. Go. Okay. Now tomorrow's piece will be going from frame to frame, and it's going to sit under here, just like that. And then there's be two rubber bushings between these two for shock. And then the whole front end will be supported on this crossbar here that I'll put in tomorrow. All right. So it's in, it's bolted. I just got to put a bolt here and weld that in. And I put a bolt there, weld it in. But here's your top view. I have my clearance. So I'll be good on the clearance. Come on this side. There's straight down. And I'll have my clearance. So half of it's 55, the other half is fabricated. So this is where 55 meets the Dakota. Okay, see you later. All right, so it's Sunday morning and humidity is really thick out here. So from last night I showed you that U shape is now a box and that's all done. And well, my next step here is between this bar and the one below is going to be these rubber bushings. This is a radiator support. It keeps everything on a rubber mount. So I taped one there. That's the place it's going to be. I wanted to reuse these, but there's a metal washer that sits on. It's kind of cupped, and I just don't want to fabricate that. So I'll find some new bushings. So I'm going to just tape these like that in place. And then that bar below, I'm going to C-clamp it so I can get measurements on that second bar. So that's where we're at now. Okay, so this is what I was talking about here. Is we got the rubber bushings and they're just taped in there just to hold it. And this is the new piece right there. And this is 2 1/4 inch here. There's just a light compression, but they'll compress tighter. But anyway. So this is 2 1/4 distance here, just for measurement. And what I'm trying to do now is, I'm gonna flip this upside down here, is, I can't reach back here. There's a frame horn right there. Okay, we'll do this. There's frame horn right there. And that, now it's blocked. But I gotta get from, come down here up to there, and get a bracket from there down to hang this, because this is where this is going to sit right here. So it'll be like a trapeze, and then I'll come across, only it'll be bolted in. All right, so that's what I'm looking at right here. I know this is kind of a difficult position, but that's the piece right there I'm trying to grab a hold of. And it's going to be actually, I'm going to go in between that horn and this bracket here, right in there. All right, so got the 3 pieces cut there. We're all squared up. My dog. Okay, and get ready to tack her in. Okay, there we are. We're welded up. Waiting for the glue to dry all the way around. Actually, I just gotta let it cool, then I'm gonna dress up the weld with the grinder, and then I'm gonna hang it. Okay, I just want to document this time that it is Sunday, July 2, and it's was it 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that the 55 has been joined to the 2004 chassis. It is self-supporting. It's on all of its body mounts. No jacks, as you can see. No jacks. It's on its new radiator support down here, and its new cross member down there. That's my center line. That's for future. Coming in here. Gonna have all kinds of clearance. With this. It's currently tack welded there. When I get the body taken off of it, then I'll go ahead and finish welding or bolting. I'll choose that later. But anyway, it's permanent for now. But that's where it attaches to the horn of the 55, or I'm sorry, the 2004. That's the driver's side. Stay. Kind of hate this light. All right, there's the horn. There's my bracket coming up. So everything here, where am I? All this is 55 except for the last 10 inches of this radiator support. And then that's where I'm attached to the 2004. So this is 11-inch bracket that goes down. Like I say, it's welded here now, and I'll re-weld it when I take all this body off of it. So anyway, take this down. And voila. That's what I was looking for. I come down here. You can see you can't see it. So I got good ground clearance because it's all behind the header panel. Happy camper. I am a happy camper. Okay, bye.